Recently, the Young Turks made a video on a story regarding pink slime being put in the meat that is served in cafeterias for children at school. The pink slime is a type of meat. It's a part of the animal, but it's a very low quality cut of meat. It's things such as meat tendons, not stuff that you would expect to find in a high cut quality steak. Now, obviously this stuff is not going to taste very good, not going to be very good for you. So a lot of people were upset about this. Parents would say, hey, this is not good for our children, please stop doing it. And the companies gradually took it out of the meat they were making. But apparently as time has gone on, they've put it back in because the bad press has gone away. Now, I agree that this story is very unfortunate because children who are growing up and need proper nutrition in order to become healthy should not be given bad stuff. However, the Young Turks phrased it a certain way that I didn't like. Cenk Uygur, the host of the show, said that this is hypocritical for anyone who's a true conservative, because conservatives are supposed to be about maximizing personal choice, right? Well, this is not maximizing personal choice because the people chose not to have pink slime, but they got pink slime anyway. If you were a true conservative, you would choose to have no pink slime, and there would be no pink slime. Now, I understand that there are a lot of these little talking points that are true, like if you are a fiscal conservative, why would you support an overinflated military budget, or the subsidization of oil, or the subsidization of meat production? And these are all true things, but this particular example about choosing not to have pink slime and getting pink slime anyway demonstrates that either Cenk is intentionally trying to manipulate the audience because he knows that the majority of them are coming from his perspective and they're looking for reasons to find the opposition to be hypocritical, or he simply doesn't understand the context of the situation and what choice actually means. What does choice mean? In an economic sense, it means that you are a demander in supply and demand. Suppliers are people who make stuff in exchange for money, and demanders are people who take stuff and give you their money for the stuff. That's the important point. You give your money for the stuff. It's not enough to just sit here and say you don't like something and expect the world to magically change. It's sort of like how a lot of people say Walmart sucks because they don't pay their employees enough. They need to be more like Costco and pay their employees more. Yet they don't make any effort to stop shopping at Walmart and start shopping at places like Costco. They keep shopping at Walmart. Well, it doesn't matter if you're upset or not. If you still give them your business, why would they ever change? You need to change the way you behave. And if the cafeteria is behaving a way that you don't like, you need to take your money out of that. And how do you do it? You do it by bringing lunch from home. Make the lunch in advance, give it to your kid. They can bring it with them into the cafeteria. That's what I did as a kid. And keep in mind that I was from a relatively middle-class family. We weren't rich by any means, but I had two parents who worked full-time. I never had to worry where my next meal was going to be. We always had enough money for the basic stuff. I was content growing up, but I didn't get a lot of things bought for me. They didn't buy me lunch every single day. I'm surprised how many people I know now who described in their past how they used to be pretty poor, yet they bought lunch from school every single day. That can be $3 or $4. When I brought lunch, it was a sandwich, like peanut butter sandwich or turkey sandwich or something like that. That's super easy. I get a granola bar, I get a snack like a fruit roll-up or a Jell-O or something, and then I get a water bottle. That can't be more than $1 total. And when I'd buy a lunch because I was good, well-behaved, and my parents felt like I deserved a snack, 2 slices of pizza and fries, maybe a cookie or something, that could be $5. Where do people get this money from? It's super expensive. It makes a lot more sense to bring your lunch from home and maybe have the cafeteria food once in a while. But if you eat it all the time, of course, the cafeteria isn't going to actually care about your perspective because they know that you're going to buy the food regardless. And some people say that this is not fair to poor people because they tend to have less time on their hands and they don't have time to cook food. But you don't have to cook food. Like I said, everything I mentioned, you buy in a box, you take it out of the box, and you put it in the bag, except for the sandwich. And you can teach an 8-year-old how to make a peanut butter sandwich or a turkey sandwich. Take the turkey, put it on a bread, put a bread on top of it. No effort at all. That's what choice really means. It's not enough to want something. That's like saying I'm a demander for rocket ships because I think it'd be pretty cool to have a rocket ship. So NASA should make me 10 rocket ships and put them in my backyard. It doesn't work like that. I have to have the money to pay for a rocket ship. And if I don't, I'm not a real demander. Same thing for this pink slime. You could say that it's icky, yucky, gross, but unless if you're willing to take your money elsewhere, you don't really choose to not have the pink slime. You only choose to not have the pink slime if you're willing to pull your money out of it. Then the company has to say, okay, we'll change in order to keep your business. That's the most logical approach in my mind. If we want to stop giving this disgusting filth to our children, we need to do something about it. And doing something about it isn't crying about it over the internet. It's no longer purchasing the food and putting pressure on them to change their ways. And if they never change their ways, then never buy the food again. Thank you.